had a 4-year hustle plan that was the bomb. I would go to school in the daytime, and I would pay for it at night.
Big booty house, hot with it.
Alright, what's up you guys, it's Candace here, and today I bring you all another story time. I don't know what kind of look I'm giving y'all today, but we gonna call this throw on tease, alright, because I ain't going in. This is not a story time channel, but I thought this video was pretty funny. I actually got the idea to do this type of video from Naja's channel, the Voodoo Child. So if you all haven't checked out her channel, please feel free to do so because she has amazing content. But without further ado, okay, let's get into the time that I worked at the booty club, honey. Yes, I was at the nightclub. Thought I was about to serve it up, but unfortunately, I only lasted a day and a half. So flashback to about a year ago. After I had first moved to Atlanta, as you all know from my previous videos, I said that I kind of had a hard time finding a job, and when I actually did, I ended up getting a job at a fast food restaurant. Now that was kind of upsetting to me because, like I said, after I had graduated college, I thought I was through. Okay, I thought I was definitely going to get a corporate job after I graduated, but somehow life did not work or turn out like that for me, so I ended up at this restaurant. Now this restaurant is pretty popular. I'm not going to say the name because of privacy or whatever else, but this restaurant was a pretty busy restaurant, and I was fairly new. So during the time they were cutting a lot of hours, there were a lot of people getting hired on and whatnot, so I didn't really have the hours that I would have liked to. When I first went into the facility, you know, I had the interview and I told them, you know, I really want some full-time hours, like I really need to make this money. But at the time they didn't have a full-time position open, so I settled for part-time. So I took it upon myself to say, okay, like this is not gonna work. Okay, I really need to find some extra source of income, so what am I to do? No, I really didn't have anything specific that I wanted to do for a second job. I just knew that I needed to make some sort of income. So I started to, you know, kind of think about, okay, like what am I trying to go for? Like how much money am I trying to make? So I gathered up in my mind that I would try to go and work at some type of restaurant, because like I said, I had just moved to Atlanta. I didn't know anybody, and like I said, I also am a photographer, so I felt like, maybe if I work at a restaurant, maybe if I work at some type of bar, this will be a way for me to not only gain money, but to also, you know, meet new people and to push my photography business as well. So with that being said, I then began to scour the internet for different types of bars and different types of clubs that I could possibly work at. So after scouring and Googling and searching and looking at Yelp reviews of different bars, different restaurants and whatnot, I finally decided on this one restaurant. Y'all, this is where things took a left turn, okay? So as I was, you know, Googling different restaurants, I would always go back and look at their Instagram page, because, you know, I don't want to work in a place that's not popping. I don't want to work in some type of strip club. Now, I wasn't going all the way out and doing that, but I did, like I said, want to work in a bar specifically so that I could make tips, like I said, and meet new people, because gas in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, sitting in traffic, it costs a lot. So I needed, like I said, some type of job where I would make some kind of steady revenue, something that I could make a little bit of money in, okay? I didn't want to work in a strip club. I didn't want to have to, you know, throw all my morals and beliefs out the window just because I'm trying to make a little extra money. Okay, so I found this one place, and actually I found these two places, and I knew for a fact that it was either one or the other. I'm not going to say the names of these restaurants, okay, but I will say one of them is something that you do when you lick your finger and you stick it in somebody's ear, okay? That's one of the bars that I worked at. And then the other bar was the name of a group with Juvenile and Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying, Back That Butt Up. Or did they sing that? What else did they sing? I don't know, but you pretty much get the idea. But so I was debating between the two, and I was like, okay, I don't know which one I'm going to apply to. You know, both of them look pretty interesting. I've actually been to one before, and I liked the way the atmosphere was, so I'm gonna apply to that one. However, I applied to both at the same time, and I ended up hearing back from one first. So I got a call back. No, did I get an email back? I think I got an email back saying that they would be holding open interviews, and you could come on any day at any time on Thursdays, I think, or something like that. So I was like, okay, shoot, it's lit. All right. So meanwhile, I was still working at the restaurant during the daytime that I was working at, and I knew that I would be working nighttime at this bar or restaurant. So I was going scrolling through the Instagram page, and I started to see like the girls, okay, the girls that work there, and I'm looking, I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying, they ain't got a, it's not a raunchy type bar, it looks like a chill hookah bar, because it's like every place in Atlanta is a freaking hookah bar, so I'm like, okay, I can deal with this, like, alright, they just chill, the girls got on t-shirts and leggings, scroll, no ma'am, like what is she wearing, honey? They got on fishnets, okay, they got on shorts, okay, they have on like these long tube socks, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, like, do I really want to do this? Like, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but I'm a very, well, not today, because I'm kind of looking, I don't know, but on a day-to-day basis, I'm a kind of conservative person. I'm kind of modest with my clothing, you know. I love blazers, I love kind of dressing up, I love vintage stuff. I'm not the hoochie type, okay. I don't wear like low cut shirts, I don't walk around with booty shorts on, okay. So at that point I was like, I don't know if I want to work here or not, because you know what I'm saying, I'm not trying to be out here like showing my body off to these grown men and women. Like, I'm grown too, but you know what I'm saying, like somebody granddaddy finna be in there looking at my booty, looking at my legs, honey, no man. It was on Fridays where they like dress up and wear these little tank tops and these little shorts and stuff. So I was like, okay, maybe I could just ask to not be scheduled on Friday, because like I said, the bar looked like an interesting place to work. It had a lot of followers, you know what I'm saying, it looked like it was a popping place to be. So I'm like, should I just, you know, throw my morals and goals out the window and go ahead and do it? Or maybe, like I said, I could just maybe not get scheduled on those days when they wear those outfits. And then, you know, I called a few of my cousins. I'm like, look at their Instagram page, tell me what you think about it. Like, do you think I should go for it? Like, is this someplace that I should work in? Because I don't know, like I said, I don't dress like that. I ain't out here trying to thought I can drop it, okay. I'm just trying to make a little extra money. So I ended up, you know, I thought about it and I thought about it. I was like, okay, it's not that bad. Like, they have on like regular t-shirts like this, but then they have on like really, really short shorts, but then they have like long twerk team tube socks. So I was like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. I'm just being dramatic, whatever. So that upcoming Thursday, after I got off work from the restaurant, you know, I knew that I didn't really have to do much, and I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, because I'm not the prettiest person in the world, but at the same time, like, I'm a nice looking young lady, so I kind of knew, and I kind of figured, like, working at a bar, it's probably pretty much all about looks. So let me just throw in a little makeup, a little 1-2, okay? Every time I go like to a quick place, or every time I rush to get ready, I throw in a little gold eyeshadow, okay? Throw in a little black, okay? Around the perimeter, and you know, I throw in a little bronzer, make me look, you know, make me glow a little bit, make me pop a little bit. And I don't want to do too much. So I think I wore just like it's like a leopard print shirt or something. It was summertime during the time, jeans and some sandals. Like, I went super casual compared to the way that I would go to like some type of corporate interview. And like I said, it was a bar and grill, so I didn't really think I had to do too much. Like I said, I'm an attractive person, so I didn't feel like I had to just, you know, go all out there and be super extra. So I got to the place, and it was literally down the street from my house, like 15 minutes away. And I was like, yes, like, I don't have to drive far. This is about to be perfect. Like, it's about to be lit. So I get there, and like the parking lot is literally like, I don't know, like the smallest parking lot I have ever seen in my life. It was only like 5 parking spots, and then I think everybody else had to like park across the street at a gas station or something like that. I don't know, so I struggled to find parking, okay. And I think at the time I was driving, I don't know if I was driving my brother's mom's truck or if I was driving like her car, but either way, like, it was a tight squeeze to get up in there. So that kind of made me nervous. I'm like, okay, like, if I work at this club one night, something go down, like, I really ain't got no, you know, I'm just thinking ahead of time, like, somebody get to shooting or something pop off. I ain't really got no easy exit. Like, I can't swerve off because like the parking lot is so small. So I got out the car and I'm looking on the outside of the building like, okay, this building looks nothing like the pictures look on Instagram. But upon walking in, I found that, okay, this place is pretty nice. You know, it's pretty, I wouldn't say upscale, but it was a nice place. So I walk in, they have the little guest thing at the front, and I'm like, okay, where is everybody? Like, ain't nobody gonna greet me? And like the time that I went into this place was, I think, around like 5 o'clock. So I didn't think that it was gonna be popping or anything. A lot of people would be in there, but there was like no hosts, no servers at the front. Like, nobody was there to greet me. So I'm like, it kind of looked like a ghost town up in here. But okay, you know, whatever. It's early. So I looked straight to the back, and like all of the like servers or hostess, whatever you want to call them, they were all kind of standing in the group, just standing there. I'm like, do y'all not see me here standing at the door? Like, ain't nobody gonna come up here and see what I want? Like, you know. So one of the girls takes it upon herself to like, yeah, hey, you can just have a seat and somebody be right with you. I'm like, Ooh, you ghetto girl, y'all ghetto up in here. That ain't what you do. You don't yell at customers across the street, honey. You don't yell at customers across the restaurant, no man. Like, what is you doing? As I said, this was like a bar and grill type place, so I just go and I take a booth after the girl yelled across the room, and I'm just sitting there. I'm just sitting there, and I think maybe like 20 minutes rolled by before anybody even acknowledged the fact that I was still sitting there. And so one of the servers comes over and she's like, oh, hey, what can I get for you today? Would you like anything to drink? I'm like, no. First of all, what took you so long to come over here? Y'all wasn't doing nothing but standing around, honey. Was y'all off the clock? I don't get it. Like, what your customer service skills at? Okay. So I'm like, no, I'm just here for the manager. I'm here for the open interview. So she's like, okay, let me go get him. So I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting there. 30 minutes go by, still sitting there. I'm like, oh, like, should I leave? I don't know what to do. Like, at this point, I'm on my phone. I'm texting, I'm calling people, talking about these shorts still, okay? Because I still wasn't all the way convinced that I should work here because these shorts are so small that they have to wear. And so I'm on the phone, and finally, like, the manager, I think he was talking to somebody the whole time, and he finally comes over, and he's, like, still talking to the person, like, while they're standing beside the booth. I was like, okay, let me just get off my phone. Let me go ahead and, get myself together, get my mind together so I can, do this interview or whatnot. So he gets done talking to the person he's talking to. They say goodbye, and he finally comes over and he sits down. He's like, oh, how long have you been sitting here? Like, I didn't know that anybody was out here. They told me, but I completely forgot. I'm like, okay, now that you're here, sit down, let's do this interview, let's go, let's get this thing popping, okay? So he sits down, and this is where it gets weird. This is where I should have left, because like, he was an older guy, and I think he was actually like the co-owner of the place. I think the person that owned the place was like a little bit younger, but this guy was like an older man. He was probably like in his 50s or something like that. And like, as soon as he sat down, when I tell y'all my pervar, okay, what is that, pervar? Like my weirdar, radar, I don't know, y'all know what I'm trying to say, but like, he was just sitting there staring at me, and I'm like, like, what is you looking at? Like, I sat here for a whole hour. Like, we don't got time to sit and pass stairs. We ain't got time to sit and give each other googly eyes. Come on with the questions, honey. So he's like, oh, how long have you been sitting here? I was like, oh, about an hour or something. He's like, yeah, I was talking to the other guy, and
oh my gosh, you are so beautiful. You are just so beautiful. What's your name?
I'm like, Candace. Weird, like, he was just freaking staring at me, and not like a stare, like a admiring your beauty type of stare. It was like, I'm staring at you, trying to figure out how I can get you in my bed, on my plate or some type of stare, like psycho tease type. So at that point, I had got really uncomfortable, because like I said, I'm not socially awkward or anything, but I don't like being around like a bunch of men. I don't like being around older men, because like, where I'm from, especially when you go to like gas stations and stuff, like old drunk men are always trying to holler at the girls at the gas stations. I'm pretty sure that's a universal thing, but it's just like, that makes me feel so uncomfortable. Like, I'm pretty sure that you have kids my age. Like, I'm pretty sure you have a grandchild or something, so why are you trying to holler at me? Like, this is so ugh. So he was just making me feel like icky and like dirty, like he was just examining me or something like that. So I'm like, my name is Candace, and he was like, oh, okay, well, I'm so sorry you had to sit here. You know what, I'm not even gonna give you an interview. I'm about to just get you an application so you can fill out everything and you hired. I'm like, really? Like, okay, like, I didn't know it was gonna be this easy. Alright, I'm not complaining, because like you said, I had been sitting here for about an hour or two, honey. This is good for me, but at the same time, like, you know nothing about me. That's real unprofessional on your part. Like, you just hiring people right off the bat. Like I said, I know I'm kind of cute or whatever, but at the same time, like, you're not even gonna ask me where I'm from. You're not even gonna ask me what my name is. Like, I feel like I should just start talking or something, like, just to give you a little info about who I am. But since you just hire people off the bat, like, I guess I ain't gonna complain, honey, because like I said, I did need the money. So I'm like, okay. So after he comes to sit back down, once again, he starts staring again. He's not really asking any questions. He's just smiling and saying how beautiful I am and whatnot. I'm like, okay, thank you. Like, I got that the first time. Like I said, not being cocky, but okay, I know, thank you. So at this point, I'm like, I'm about to make this unawkward. I'm about to start talking and asking him questions about the bar. Like, I'm about to, so I was like, okay, how long have you all been open? did you enjoy working here? Like, what is the atmosphere like? Like, what is the club like on a weekend? I'm just saying random stuff, asking random stuff that I really don't care about. Because, like I said, I kind of got my general idea of what the place was like on Instagram. So I'm just, like I said, asking questions to make small talk. And then, you know, he starts talking about the club. And I think he said something about photography, excuse me, and I'm like, oh, okay, like I do photography too. And then from then on, like he was like more engaging, like we were, you know, trading where this is how it was supposed to be in the first place, like you were having normal conversation. So in the middle of us talking, I think the actual owner of the place ended up coming over. He's like, see, you doing real good on your first day, you actually getting to meet the owner of the club. I'm like, hey, he was actually cute. He was a nice little chocolate looking man, okay, but yeah, he came up to the table, he said hello. He actually seemed pretty nice, unlike the perv over here, okay. He actually seemed like he was a pretty cool dude. So I was okay, maybe this won't be as bad. Maybe this is just like the little sidekick, okay. Maybe he does this to everybody. Maybe it'll be cool. Because like I said, the manager seems like he's an okay guy. So I fill out the application and everything, and he tells me to come back, I think, or call him back. Yeah, he actually tells me to call him back after, I think, like maybe 2 or 3 days on the next Thursday or something like that, in order for him to get me through training. So I'm like, okay. He's like, but before you leave, let me get your number though, because let me get your number because I got a photography thing set up and I really do need an assistant. And I'm sitting here looking like, sir, I came to apply for this bar and grill. Like, I did not come to be your co-photographer. Okay, that's not what I'm applying for right now. So I don't really feel comfortable with giving you my number. But of course, I mean, it really didn't matter because my number was on the paper. So I was like, and he is the manager of the place, even though he's creeping me the hell out. You know, it really doesn't matter if I give him my number or not, because if he wants it, like, he could just take it off the paper. So I give him my number, and like I said, he proceeds to talk about this photography event. Somebody was having a 60th birthday party or something like that he wanted to invite me to help him take pictures. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, just kind of getting in his head like I'm really gonna go, but at the same time I'm not gonna go because I don't know you, and like I said, I'm not applying to be your assistant photographer, okay? So I was like, yeah, just let me know, you know what I'm saying, just let me know what the function is, I'll go with you, I'll help you out. At the same time, I'm in my head like, girl, you are not about to go nowhere with this old ass. So after I get done filling out the application and everything, he gave it back, I gave him my number, I left the restaurant. Now y'all tell me why I got out this dang on restaurant and I was driving down the wrong side of the road, y'all. People were beeping at me. I'm like, I'm so grateful that those people were there, because like I probably would have got my tail knocked off. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know if I was excited or what, but y'all, make sure you pay attention when you're going down the roads in Atlanta. So after I left the interview or whatnot, I ended up, I think, going to the Dollar Tree. Like I said, I didn't really think anything else of it. I was, like I said, waiting for him to give me a call. I was waiting to call him the next Thursday in order to schedule my training classes. So I'm in the Dollar Tree, I'm shopping, and I get a random phone call. I'm like, okay, like I don't know whose number this is. It said like Minnesota or something, and I'm the type of person where I do not answer phone calls, okay, if I don't know what the number is. I ain't got time for no bill collectors. I ain't got time for no prank calls, no nothing, honey. So I didn't answer the phone, just being me. So then the person calls again. I'm like, okay, whose number is this? Like, it's not even clicking in my head that it could possibly be the guy from the bar. I don't know. I was just so busy into the Dollar Tree, I guess I didn't want to answer the phone. So at that time, he actually left a voicemail, and like I said, it was the guy from the bar. So he was like, hey, this is me. I just wanted you to have my number. Like I said, I do want you to help me out with this event for this photography thing. Also, I want you to call me back so we can schedule your classes and schedule your orientation. I'm like, okay, like, didn't you just tell me that you were going to schedule that for next week? But okay. So I gave him a call back. He didn't answer. I'm like, this is weird. Like, I hate when people do that. Like, if you call me and I call you, I ain't got time to be playing phone tag, okay? You just literally called me. Why are you not answering the phone when I call back? So I called him back a second time and he answered the phone. And once again, he's still talking about this 60th birthday. He's still talking about going and taking pictures together as if we've been knowing each other for the longest. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, yeah, definitely, yeah. Just let me know. And y'all, I shouldn't have did that. Like, I should have told him straight off the bat that I wasn't really comfortable. So the week rolls by and I give him a call back. No answer. Call him back Friday. No answer. Call him back Saturday. No answer. Finally on Sunday, I call him again. Because like I said, I was pretty persistent. Even though he creeped me out, like I said, I still needed that money. I still wanted the job. He finally does answer the phone. He's like,
oh, I forgot all about you.
I'm sitting here like, bro, like it was just last week. Like I know you old, but dang, like really. So he was like, I forgot all about you. I meant to tell Miss whoever, because she's the one who handles orientation. So let me just call me back tomorrow. Call me back tomorrow, and I'm gonna get you an orientation schedule. Just call me back tomorrow. I'm like, okay. So the very next day, I think I completely forgot to call him. At that point, it was like, okay, like I feel like I'm just, I'm calling you to no avail. It's been a whole week that's passed by, and I was supposed to already start this job. So finally, I think he ends up calling me back like the week after, and he's like, hey, what happened to you? You didn't give me a call back. I told you to call me back so that we can schedule your orientation. I was like, well, every time I call, you really didn't answer. And even when I did call, you kept saying that you were going to reschedule. So, I thought you had changed your mind. He was like, no, I told you at the interview that I was going to hire you. Like, you already know that you got in. You filled out the paperwork and stuff. Just come on down this Friday or Saturday, I don't remember what day it was, but he was like, just come on down, just come in, make sure you wear like a black shirt, some jeans, and like black shoes. I'm like, okay, like finally, like this is what I've been waiting for. So I'm like, finally, I'm getting the job, okay, I'm about to start the job. You've been giving me the runaround for the last 2 weeks, okay, honey, I'm ready to start working, and you playing with life. So y'all tell me why I get ready. Okay, I throw my little stuff on, throw my little makeup on. This time I actually tried, you know what I'm saying? Because I knew that this would be like my first day of work. Maybe I would just be following somebody around or something like that. But I just knew that I needed to, up my game a little bit, okay? I knew that I needed to be a little extra cute because this was my first day of work. I didn't want to be tried by any other females because you know how girls are. And, I didn't want to be looking any kind of way, me being the new girl. So I was like, let me throw me on a little 1-2 once again, my little bronze look, my go-to look, my little gold eyeshadow. I think I tried to do like a little cut crease or something. Like I said, being real extra, okay, for my first day. So I get to the place, I walk inside. Once again, it's pretty early, so nobody's there yet, but there are more like girls there that are there to work. They're more, what do you call them, hosts, bartistas, I don't know, whatever you call them. Like, they're all there, kind of getting ready, cleaning up, sweeping a little bit. So, I could tell that they were actually working this day. And so I go and I tell one of the girls, I was like, hey, can you go get Mr., I can't remember his name, whatever, can you go get Mr. blah blah and tell him that I'm here, this is my first day of work, I'm supposed to be training today. She said, okay, hey, nice to meet you. She was actually friendly, which actually surprised me because I had the idea that it was going to be like a mean girls type situation. You know how women are towards each other. Like, I felt like nobody going to be very welcoming to me, but this girl actually was. So this shows me that she actually had some sense. So shout out to you, girl. So she goes and gets him.
And he's like, oh no, like what are you doing here? What are you doing?
I was like, sir, you told me to come here today because I was supposed to start my first day. He's like, no, I didn't tell you that. Like, I didn't tell you that.
I'm like, sir, at this point you playing. Like, at this point you was playing. Like,
we clearly talked on the phone and you told me to come in today and wear what I wear. Like, how would I know to wear this to my first day of work? Like, you trying to say you didn't talk to me? You trying to say I'm crazy? Is that what you trying to say? Like, you trying to say I'm making up stuff? And he's like, no, I didn't tell you to come in today. No, I didn't tell you to come in today. I told you to wait because the woman that does the training, she's never here on today and it's the weekend. Like, we can't really train you because it's the weekend and so. I'm like, dude, like, bro, you know what? You can have this job. At this point, I'm getting real irritated. I'm like, okay, so am I going to get to work today? Am I going to stay and like trail somebody? Like, even if the trainer woman ain't here, like, I'm not stupid. It's not that hard to, take somebody. And I've worked as a server before, so it's like, it's not that hard to take somebody's order and to type something into a machine. He was like, well, no, I can't really let you stay today because, the trainer lady ain't here. And this is one of our busiest days and we can't really just have people just, lagging around and stuff. I'm like, okay, at this point I'm pissed off. I don't even want the job anymore. You can have it. And then y'all tell me why he gonna say.
And even on top of you being here, like, you stood me up. Like, you stood me up. I'm like, what are you talking about? I stood you up, honey. We ain't have no date schedule. He was like, I told you that I want you to help me take pictures, and you didn't even take pictures with me. I don't like to be lied to. I don't like to be lied to. I didn't lie to you. So why would you lie to me? I'm like,
nigga, like, you're not my man. Like, what is you doing right now?
Like, are we having an argument? Okay, I was like, well, I didn't lie to you, sir. I was busy and I told you that I had another job. So if I couldn't help you on the job, you know, that is why. And also, like I said, I'm not here to work as your daggone photography assistant, okay? I'm here to work at this bar. He's like, well, I don't like to be lied to, and you know what I'm saying, but it's fine though, you didn't even have to do me like that. I'm like, sir, I feel like you feel like you my boyfriend or something. I feel like we're in a relationship and we're breaking up. Like, what is this we doing right now? What is this? So at this, I'm just ignoring him. I'm just like, okay, like at this point I don't want to hear nothing else you gotta say. Like, stop talking to me. So he's like, just come back, I'm gonna call you back and I'm gonna tell you when you need to come back. It's probably gonna be sometime next week. I'm like, okay, you got it. All right. So I get up, I leave the restaurant, and I never called back, y'all. I think he called me maybe 2 or 3 times and like text me, but I can't remember when he texted me. But y'all, I was ignoring it. I was paying it dust. At that point, you've strung me along for like 3 weeks now. Like, I'm not about to work for you, and plus you being creepy and whatnot. I don't have time to be sexually harassed at a job, okay? So I'm just gonna leave this where it's at. Y'all can have the freaking bar and grill, okay? I don't want to work there. I don't want to be a freaking whatever girl, tube sock girl, okay? I don't care at this point, whatever. I'm just about to apply for somewhere else. Alright, you guys, so that is part 1 of this video, okay? I didn't realize this video was going to be so long because I also worked at another bar, and I wanted to tell you all about those 2 instances in the same video. However, I've talked so much and talked for so long, I can't fit it in here, so I'm going to make a part 2 to this video. So if that is something that you all would like to see, please like, share, and comment on this video, and I thank you all so much for watching, and subscribe.